Hello, I'm Tim Krul. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all happy after this weekend's fixtures. Being a Norwich fan, very pleased with the 1-0 victory over Leicester. But of course, the weekend's fixtures didn't go our way with Watford and West Ham winning. Watford beating Liverpool 3-0. Who'd have thought? It's a slightly different video today. I haven't really done too many of these videos, but I'm just going to be giving my FA Cup predictions. Of course, the FA Cup fixtures are going to be played from Monday to Thursday all week. Really looking forward to the FA Cup. Slightly a bit perplexed that they're all on the weekdays, but typically they're on the weekends, but that's the way it is. And yeah, just giving my FA Cup predictions. I'd love to hear yours down below in the comment section, or alternatively on my socials, which I will leave in the description. So let's start with Portsmouth versus Arsenal. Portsmouth in League One, battling for promotion. I really like Portsmouth there. They've got a lot of history, and I really like Fratton Park. I think on a Monday night, the fans are definitely going to be up for it, and it's going to be a tough atmosphere for the Arsenal players to contend with. I think Arsenal are going to be hungry to win the cup, though, after they got knocked out in the Europa League. I think they're going to want to win a cup. I think Mikel Arteta is going to take it seriously, and it's going to be a tough one, but I think Arsenal are just going to have a bit too much quality for Portsmouth. They could potentially be an FA Cup shock, but I'm going to say Arsenal to win that game 2-1. Next up is Chelsea against Liverpool. Out of all these games, it really looks like the standout tie. And Chelsea have been stagnating in the league a little bit. Tammy Abraham injured has really been a big blow. And suddenly Chelsea's top four hopes are really under threat. I think Wolves look like they're in fantastic form. And I'd even back Wolves to finish above Chelsea the way the league's going at the moment. So they're stagnating in the league. And Frank Lampard, I think, is going to want a trophy. Jurgen Klopp, it's an interesting one with Liverpool. Of course, one of the best Premier League teams, but Jurgen Klopp doesn't really seem to take the FA Cup seriously, which is really disappointing. I know Shrewsbury, when they went to Anfield in the fourth round tie, they lost a lot of money because of tickets were reduced. And they lost a lot of money from that, and that's all because Jurgen Klopp didn't want to field his first team and field a bunch of reserves who narrowly beat Shrewsbury. So I think it's all going to depend on what Liverpool team are put out. But for me, I don't think Liverpool are going to put a strong team out. Maybe a few first team players, but I think Chelsea are going to have the better team on the night, and I think Chelsea will win this game 2-1. West Brom versus Newcastle, really interesting one this actually, and I think West Brom could even go into this game possibly even favourites despite being a league below. West Brom are fighting for promotion. I think they will get promoted as well. Slaven Bilic, the manager of West Brom, formerly of West Ham. They're coming off the back of a 1-0 loss, though, at the Hawthorns, in which they lost to Wigan, which wasn't the best result of them. As for Newcastle, in the Premier League, they're really struggling for goals. I'm not really one for statistics too much, especially the expected goal statistic, but if you looked at that, Newcastle would be bottom of the table. They've really been scraping by, and although Newcastle are several points off the 18th, that they could even be brought down into the relegation battle. They have got some relatively easy Premier League fixtures coming up. I think the Newcastle fans would like a cup run. I'm not sure they're going to get it, though. I think West Brom are going to be too strong, and they're going to win this game 3-1. Going into extra time, I think it's going to be 3-1 to West Brom. Reading versus Sheffield United. Reading have had a mixed season there in the middle of the table. Not too sure what to make about Reading. They're always seem a team who seem to be floating around the bottom end of the Championship. I remember a few years back they did get into the FA Cup quarter-final, and they lost that game in the end. So they're going to be an interesting one. And Sheffield United go there, and Norwich City plays Sheffield United on Saturday. So realistically, a couple of injuries might be nice for Norwich City. But Sheffield United, they could even get top four. Although top four might be a bit of a stretch. I think they'll definitely be hoping for European football next season. And Chris Wilder, what a fantastic job. I'm very jealous, very envious of Sheffield United. Norwich City finishing first, Sheffield United second, and they've done far better. I think Sheffield United will want a cup run, and I think they will be too strong for Reading. Reading 0, Sheffield United 2. Now we go on to Tottenham versus Norwich, and I will preview this game on Tuesday. Really looking forward to this one. I think I'm just so excited for this game. Norwich City haven't had a good cup run in ages. I think it's the first time we reached the fifth round since 2012. And we haven't reached the sixth round and the quarterfinals of the FA Cup in so many years. I don't think we've reached there since the 90s. I think the last time we played at Wembley in a domestic cup was in the 80s, which we beat Sunderland. So, yeah, I really want a cup run. I've never really seen Norwich City have a cup run. And it would be fantastic if Norwich City were to do so. Looking at Tottenham, I think it's a perfect time to play them. Son's injured, Harry Kane's injured, and they're really struggling in the league. I don't think they're going to get top four now, and there's already question marks over Jose Mourinho. However, what Tottenham fans, obviously Pochettino did great with Tottenham, transformed them into a top 6 club, into a top 4 club, but Tottenham fans want trophies, and Jose Mourinho, he's a trophy winner, he's a serial winner. And that's what I'm worried about. Jose Mourinho, yes, Tottenham aren't playing well, but they always seem to grind out results under him. Norwich City are coming off the back of a good win against Leicester. Defensively, we're a bit short in terms of options. Injuries are starting to come back now, but it's going to be a tough one. But I just think, why not go with Norwich in this one? I think Norwich are coming off the back of good form against Leicester. And I think Norwich City can do it. I think they're going to do it. I'm going to go Tottenham 1, Norwich City 2. Leicester versus Birmingham now. Leicester just 1 win in 7, and Leicester were very poor when they came to Carrow Road. Birmingham, on the other hand, are on a really good unbeaten run. I don't think they've lost since New Year's Day. And against Coventry, they got through them in the 4th round. I think this is going to be a really interesting one. And talking about Norwich, Tottenham being an FA Cup shock, I think Leicester versus Birmingham could be an FA Cup shock as well. But I think Leicester probably will just pull through. I think Leicester are going to win on penalties. It'll be 1-1 and Leicester to win on penalties. But I think Birmingham are going to give Leicester a really close game. And if Jamie Vardy's going to want to be fit for that game, because if not, I think Birmingham could pull a shock. But I say Leicester win that on penalties. Sheffield Wednesday against Man City. Sheffield Wednesday are really struggling for form in the Championship. There's a lot of angry fans up against Gary Monk. And Manchester City, unlike Liverpool, they play a strong team in the Cups. I remember when they've played like Rotherham at the Etihad and played Aguero and all sorts and thrashed them 6-7-0. Man City are going to play a strong team in this game, and Sheffield Wednesday are struggling. I think it's going to be a routine 3-0 win for Manchester City away from home. And then finally, Derby versus Manchester United, the Wayne Rooney Derby, as you were. Derby look good. They're scoring goals in the Championship. Rooney, could he score against his former club, Man United? Man United coming off the back of a 6-0 win against Tranmere in the FA Cup, and they look slightly better. I'm still not convinced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's the right man, but with Bruno Fernandes in the team, Manchester United look better. I think this could be a really, really good game, but I think Manchester United will edge Derby 2-1. So they're my predictions. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. And subscribe to Norwich City Central if you're new as well. Lots of content coming up over this week, including a mouth-watering tie for Norwich City Football Club away at Tottenham. Really excited to go to that one, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to Norwich City Central if you're new. I'd love to hear your FA Cup predictions down below, and I'll see you later.